Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Inertia here, and welcome back to part 2 of how to make a Roblox ESP series. Today's video will be adding health bars and names, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so here's our source from part 1. If you don't have this, you can get it from last video's description. There's a paste bin with this source. And first, we're going to make a couple improvements. So in the remove function, we are going to replace these two lines of code with comma drawing in next comma data do end. So basically what this is doing is it's just looping through the data to get all the drawings, and we're just going to do drawing colon remove like that, so we don't have to manually type out every drawing name to remove them. We can just do it in code easily. Alright, next we're going to add two new drawings in our table. So we're going to do health equals drawing dot new colon, or not colon, line, and then we're going to do health outline equals drawing dot new line comma. Okay, then we're going to come in here, we're going to do local humanoid equals character colon find first child humanoid. Then we're going to add another check. We're going to, if not humanoid, then continue end. Boom. Okay. Now we can add our health bars. So we're going to start by calculating our health percentage. So we're going to do local health percent equals 100 because we want it to be a percent. So we're going to do 100 divided by parentheses humanoid dot health or dot max health divided by humanoid dot the current health. So basically this is just getting the current health, and then we're dividing it by 100 to get a percent. So now we're going to assign the positioning. So we're going to do data dot health outline dot from equals vector to dot new. We're going to do x position comma or -3 y position. So what this is doing is it's starting the line from the x position of the player -3, so this will put it on the outside of the box to the left, and the y position is the top of the player. So it's starting at the top of the player, it's to the left 3, so it's kind of like a graph if you think about it. So now we're going to do data.outline.to. So this is a line, so there's a from and a to property, and they're both vector 2. So we're going to do vector2 dot new equals x position comma or -3, so they line up, comma y position plus height. Okay, now for the health, it's pretty much the same thing, but we're going to copy this, put it down here. We're going to do health, and health, and I'm going to copy this over from the other script right here. So okay, basically if you want to go ahead and type this out, you can, or else you can get it in the source. I just don't feel like typing this out because it would take a long time. So basically all this is doing is it's changing the height of the health bar depending on where or how much health percentage we have, and it's basically just math. So I'm not going to explain it because it's just math, and if you know math, you know how that works. So next we're going to do data.health.color equals whatever color you want the low, like when they're low health, to be. So I'm going to do red, so color3.new equals 100. Then we're going to lerp it, so we're going to do lerp color3.new, and then whatever color you want it to be when they're max health. I'm going to do green, and then we're going to add health percent times 0.01. So basically this is just going to lerp the color high to the color low depending on the health percentage. All right, now we're going to do the outlines. We're going to do health dot outline dot color equals color3 dot new 000. Then we're going to do thickness. So we're data dot health dot thickness equals 1, data dot health outline dot thickness equals 2. Then we're going to do zendex, data dot health dot zendex equals 2, data, oh, I did caps lock, data dot health outline dot zindex equals 1. Then we're going to do the visibility, so data dot health dot visible equals true, data dot health outline dot visible equals true. And we're going to go ahead and copy this and put it right here, change this to false. Boom. Okay, so now we have our health bars. Let's go ahead and jump in the game and make sure these are working correctly. Okay, now that we're in the game, as you can see, I've made a mistake, so I'm going to jump in and make sure I correct this, and I will show you the fix. Okay, I found the fix. So right here when we did Y position, we need to actually do parentheses Y position plus height, and then we need to do -1. So that's actually what I missed, so let's test this again. Okay, boom. As you can see, we have our health bars fixed. As you can see, they're aligned with the box, and if any of these people were to take damage, the health bar would go up and down depending on their health. So yeah, now let's add our names. Okay, to add our names, we need to go in the add function, and we need to create a text element. So we need to do name equals drawing dot new text, comma. Good practice. Okay. Now we're going to go add our logic. So let's go down here and let's do data dot name dot position equals vector 2 dot new x comma parentheses y position minus data dot name dot text bounds dot y, and then we're going to do -2. So basically what this is doing is it's getting the length of the text so that it's always centered. This will always be this is the y. So it's getting how tall or how big the text is on the y, and it's making sure that it's always going to be above the box. So if the text gets big, it's never going to go over the box. All right, so next we're going to do data dot name dot size name group dot size equals math dot max, and then we're going to do parentheses math dot min. We're going to do math dot absolute, so ABS, and we're going to do 14 or whatever max text size you want times our scale, and then we're going to do comma 14 or whatever value you want, comma 13. So 13 is the smallest it'll get, 14 is the biggest it'll get, and then this will scale it to be depending on their distance, on how far away they are. And the scale value we calculate up here based on the field of view and stuff like that, so that it always stays the same size. Okay, now we're going to do data.name.text equals player.name or display name or whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. And then we'll do data.name.center equals true. So that basically this makes sure that the text always stays center. And then we're going to set the color and outline. So do data.name.color equals color3.new 1,1,1, or whatever you want to do. These color values, I'm just doing them how I want it. You can do it however you want. So yep, let's do data.name.outline equals true. This will enable the outline. So data.name.outline color equals color3.new. I'm gonna do black as my outline color because I always do that. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Boom. Next, we're going to do our visibility. So we do data.name.visible equals true, and then we need to make sure to put it right down here. False. So now we have added our name logic. Let's go ahead and jump in and test this. Okay, boom. Now we're in the game. We have our names, we have our boxes, we have our health bar. The text scales, it's never going to be inside the box, and it's very efficient. As you can see, I'm losing no FPS. And yeah, you can continue to add on to this yourself, or you can tune in tomorrow for part 3's video where we'll be adding chams, weapons, and distances. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, like, subscribe, and tune in for tomorrow's video. Peace out.